Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our IP class. Today we are going to begin a new chapter from the textbook of Sumita Arora. It is control statements. Usually we studied some programs in which program execution starts from beginning to end. That type of programs are known as sequential programs. So sequential means it will maintain an order from the beginning. Today we are going to discuss control statements are used in Python. As the name implies, control statements are used to control the flow of execution. Flow of execution means which statement will work next. It will decide by, usually it will be from top to bottom, but while we are using control statements, there will be some condition. Based on this condition or logic, flow of execution is determined. There are three types of control statements. They are decision-making statements, iteration statements, and jump statements. So control statements are used to control the flow of execution of a program. There are three types of control statements. They are decision-making statements, iteration statements, and jump statements. So let's look what is decision-making statement. As the name implies, decision-making statements is used to make some decision. Based on that decision, the flow of execution of program will take place. That means in decision-making statement, both in looping statement also, looping statement means iteration statements is also known as looping statements. So in both cases, there will be a condition. So based on that condition, in control statement, based on this condition, some statements will work. By using an example, you will get know about it. So decision-making statement used to control the flow of execution of program depending upon a condition. Condition means there will be a condition. Suppose if a number less than 5, then it is a condition. By using, we already studied conditional operators. Conditional operator means less than, greater than, equal to. Equal to is used by double equal to sign. Not equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So there are some condition statements are there. Decision making statement used to control the flow of execution of program depending upon some condition. There are three types of decision making statement. So first classification of control statement is decision making statement. There are three types of decision making statement. First is if statements. Second is if else statements. And third is nested if else statement. So before going to this detail, we can refer your syllabus. In your syllabus, we have to study control statement, if else and for loop. So in this, they specified if else only, but we can refer if else and nested if else. Three type of statements are there. We can study three of them. Simple difference between three. If statements. First we can study. So up to this point I will explain once more. That is, control statements are used to control the flow of execution of a program. There are two types of control statement. They are decision making three types of control statement. They are decision making statements, looping statements, and jump statements. So first we have to study decision making statements. In decision making statement, there will be a condition. Based on that condition, the parts of the program will work. So first classification for decision making statement is if statement. As the name implies, if means by using that, inside if there will be a condition. If that condition is true, it will perform some function. Otherwise, it will not perform some function. So if statement means inside if statement there will be a condition. The condition may be true or false. If the condition is true, then some parts of the program is work, otherwise it will not work. So if condition is true, it will perform some function. If condition is false, it will not perform some function. So this figure is known as flow chart. Flowchart means we are diagrammatically explaining a program. Both algorithm and flowcharts are used in computer languages. Algorithm means it is used for user understandability of the program. Flowchart is the diagrammatical representation of a program. So in flowchart, start and end is denoted by this symbol. That means it likes an oval or circled rectangle. And a condition means it will give either true or false, which is denoted by diamond symbol. And operations, if some operations takes place, that operations will be denoted by rectangle. And flow of program is denoted by arrow. These are the symbols in flowchart. So start and stop, these two symbols, ellipse or rounded rectangle, diamond symbol for conditional checking, and rectangle, simple rectangle for calculations, and arrows for flow of execution. So while regarding this statement, we can start from here. Here program starts, and if there is a condition, if we can give any condition like a greater than 5, a greater than 10, any condition, either it may be true or it may be false. Two options will be there. This true and false are known as Boolean data type. We already specified that. So either it will give a true value or it will give a false value. So if condition is true, inside this condition is true, what happens? This code, that means the operation part of the code will work. Otherwise, if condition is false, what happens? This code, this if code will not work. It will exit from the if conditional statement. So there are two conditions. If condition is true, this part is work. Condition is false in this figure. This part, this if code will not work, it will omit these parts. So this is known as if statement. So let's look the syntax. If the syntax is slight different in the syntax. In syntax, we will use the keyword if. It must to use if statement, we must use the keyword if. Inside bracket, there will be a condition. No need of bracket, we can use bracket too. Then after that, there is a colon sign. These two dots are known as colon. So this is the condition. So we will get, this is the condition. We will get two answers. Either it is true or it is false. If condition is true, then what happened? This part of the program will work. That means after colon, the next line starts with this blank space at the beginning. Look, from here program starts. After colon, the statement will start with a blank space. So this is known as indentation or spacing. It must use in if code. That means if we are using if, then after colon next line will start. This is known as body of if. In this next line calculation will take place. So next line starts with a spacing, and then we can write the code here. So if our condition is true, then these statements will work. If our condition is false, these statements will not work. So example, number of books equal to 2 is a variable name. If number of books equal to 2, equal to 2 means inside if always we will use conditional operator. Don't misunderstand it. We will use conditional operator inside if. So if this equal to for assignment operator means we are giving value 2 to number of this variable number of books. Here if number of books double equal to 2 means, what is the meaning? Double equal to 2 means the value 2 is checked with this number of books. It will check. So the value number of books equal to 2 means it will check the value of number of books equal to 2. If it is true, that means if in this case it is true because number of books equal to 2. It is true, this print you have 2 books will work. And so output will be you have 2 books. If it is false, suppose we will give it as 1, what happened? This block, in this condition check, the number of books will be 1 because we are checking with 1. Then this statement will not work. Print outside of if statement will work. So if this condition is true, then only this block will work. This indented block is work. Otherwise, this block will not work. If condition is false, this print outside if statement will work. So this is a simple program. That means by using if statement, if we will give a condition, if condition is true, then body of if will work. Body of if means the statement inside indentation. Indentation means spacing. So it is compulsory to use this spacing. In C, C++, Java, in all languages we will use braces sign. But in Python we are using colon and after that we will use spacing. So it is known as indentation. So this part is inside if. That means if our condition is true, this part will work. Otherwise, this part is work. For example, if we had given 1, 2 number of books, this parts will not work. Only this statement will print, outside of if statement will print. So this is simple if. That means we are checking a condition by using if statement. Inside if we are giving a condition, if our condition is true, then space indented block will work. If our condition is false, that block will not work. Let's look another example using logical operator. We already studied logical operator like and or not. And means I already specified, and means like multiplication. That means if 2 ones occur, answer will be 1. If 1 0 occur, answer will be 0 in multiplication. So if we give input as 2 ones, answer will be 1. If any one input is 0, the answer will be 0. This 0 denotes false and 1 denotes true. So if x equal to 1 and y equal to 2, if this condition is true, that means first value of x equal to 1, then value of y equal to 2. Instead, if we are checking x equal to 1 and y equal to 2. For AND operator, if these two conditions are true, then this if block will work. Otherwise, this block will not work. So in AND operation, both condition must be true. Then only the body of if will work. So x equal to 1 and y equal to 2. So value of x equal to 1, y equal to 2. So condition is true. Then output is printed as print condition matching the criteria. Then in next case, a equal to 100. If not a equal to 20 means what happened? Not is the opposite. Not a equal to 20 means the meaning is a is not equal to 20. So it is true because the value of a equal to 100. So we are checking a is not equal to 20. So it is true because we are using not operator here. Then this print a is not equal to 20 will work. So simple if will work. Inside if there will be a condition. After that there will be a colon. And after colon there will be some indentation. If condition is true, then indented block, that is known as if block, will work. If condition is false, if block will not work. So this is all about if statement. Next classification is if else statements. So we can study if else statement in the next class. If else we have to study in the next class. So all of you study what is control statement, what is if statement, what is the syntax of if statement. So let's continue in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.